A estrela Halle Berry fala por uma razão misteriosa, a Lua está caindo na direção da Terra. O tal sujeito e dois astronautas são a única esperança de salvação. O diretor e roteirista Roland Emmerich teve a ideia depois de ler o livro Who Built the Moon? Ou Quem Construiu a Lua. Levou 4 anos para o cineasta chegar no roteiro certo. O papel principal deveria ser de um ator, mas ele escolheu a atriz Halle Berry.
I was like triggered by a book I read. I read a book called Who Built the Moon? And I kind of was so fascinated by it. And it like kind of pretty much like kind of says, moon is not like a natural object. And I think that was a great idea for a movie. And then I kind of thought, well, what happens if this object would fall down to Earth and we have to deal with it? And that's how the movie, in a way, the first inkling of a movie idea always starts. You know, you find a really fascinating idea which fascinates yourself. And then it took like pretty much 3-4 years to, 5 years even, to get the right script.
But really base it around one of the most interesting and controversial questions of evolution versus creation. And so for me, that was really fascinating to me. I like when you can use a movie, even a big splashy popcorn movie, to at least just drop something into the conversation.
I started reading Casey, and I was already interested because I initially liked his tenacity, his energy, his commitment to his intellectual pursuit. But then the more I read it, the answer became very clear that I can do everything with this. There are moments in this story where, as Casey, I can play absolutely everything. There are moments of sadness, there are moments of humor, there are moments of pure joy and elation. There's a real anger and a fury to him sometimes, and there's a tenderness to him too in the friendship story between him and Brian and Fowler. And I just thought there was a moment in this story where all of those things and so many more things are going to get touched upon, and it just felt like a great showcase for any actor.
I think one of the reasons I really wanted to do Moonfall was because it related to the odd times in which we find ourselves living in with this COVID pandemic. And I think normally big disaster movies like this are movies that people seem to gravitate towards. I think they can see themselves in them. We all have this fascination about the end of the world and what would that look like and how would we live through that? Would we live through that? And because the pandemic is so much, I think, a part of our everyday life right now, a movie like this sort of resonated with me in a different way. I thought it would be more relatable now than ever before within, the constructs of our life right now.